Hello and welcome to another update video about Avex. So on the Avex chart here, we still have our possible 5-wave move to the upside. We only talked about it yesterday. Price did push tiny bit higher since yesterday's video, but I think I already updated the support area here. We have a possible 5-wave move up as indicated in a leading diagonal structure. It could be something more bearish. It could be a correction, but we currently have 5 waves up, so we can give it the benefit of the doubt. It has reached resistance. Now, at the moment, I have not a very strong indication that it has topped yet. But due to the fact that it has produced 5 waves up off the low, which is a complete Elliott wave cycle or structure, it could now start to retrace at any moment. In addition to that, it has reached resistance. Yeah, so you have quite a bit of structural resistance in this region, all the way up to $15, and it got sort of rejected here at 14.23, where this area of trade begins. Looking at the indicators, you can see that we have bearish divergences on the 8-hour chart. Yeah, lower highs on the RSI, lower highs on the MACD, higher highs on the price chart. 4-hour wise, also obviously the divergences, but the 8-hour is more clear. And on the daily chart, you see, one second, let me, zoom in a bit. So on the daily chart, we continue to see the indicators push higher. Now, that's not a problem, or I mean, that is not in conflict with the divergences we saw on the lower time frames, because obviously we are understanding that it has a possible 5-wave move to the upside. So the trend might have turned around, with 5 waves. That's always the minimum we need to see to have an indication that trend might be shifting to the upside. So on the daily time frame, which is sort of more, let's say, longer term, more reliable, tells us the indicators are still pushing generally up, further upside possible. That doesn't mean, though, we couldn't see some short-term consolidation or a bit of a correction before it continues to push higher. So therefore, not a problem that the daily indicators are still pushing. Even here, bullish crossover on the RSI, bullish crossover, or well, cross above the 0 line on the MACD. Whereas on the shorter time frames, like the 8-hour, it shows a pullback might be due because we have those bearish divergences that we can see on the chart between that high and that high. Looking at the indicators, they indicate a lower high, meaning there is potential exhaustion taking place. Now, indicators are always lagging, so they don't really tell you anything new. I mean, I can tell you straight away by looking at this. We've got 5 waves up, so we need to be ready for a pullback at any time. Doesn't mean it's there yet, but we need to be ready. Now, if we go to the 1-hour chart, then I think a first indication that we have a local top in place would be a first 5-wave move down on a smaller time frame. Now, you can see 3 waves down at the moment. If we see this, then we have a first indication that a top has been made. It might produce then even a head and shoulders pattern. And on top of that, if it creates a 3-wave move up afterwards, so a corrective move up, and it doesn't break the previous high, that's a good indication that the top is in place. And then if it breaks below the neckline, yeah, I think that is our confirmation that it's coming down. Let's see if we get that. If we don't get it, if we don't get 5 waves down, or if we don't get the 3 waves up, then I don't have a confirmation or an indication even that it has topped up there. So relevant support, if it comes back now in a wave B or wave 2 in an alternative, relevant support is $10.85, which means it doesn't need to come down that much, but it means that as long as it's holding that level, it can push higher in a C wave or third wave later. Below 10.85, the potential bullish prospect and the idea that trend could have shifted is not working out. We need to be skeptical anyway, indicated by the orange color here. Skeptical because it is, again, at best only a leading diagonal. It's not an impulse, we can't really trust it. However, it's worth to watch for a possible low in place, and it needs to prove that by showing us a larger 3-wave move into support and then a rally afterwards. So that's sort of what I'm watching for. First of all, okay, is a local top in place? We talked about the things we need to be looking for. And then if we see a pullback in this zone, it needs to hold either $12 or $12.07, $11.57, very important, $10.85. Okay, That's my update about Avex. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.